Hi, I'm Elaine Stone. At present, I am a professor in the FBM department, and I'm the coordinator of the Small Business Center at FIT and the director of the Center for Global Enterprise. When they first asked me to say something about FIT, I tried to find an operative word that would kind of explain what FIT means to me, and I think the word that I came up with was family. A lot of people say, oh, FIT, you're so wonderful. We are wonderful, but it didn't happen overnight. It did happen over 50 years. But I think what makes people come to us is that we haven't become self-satisfied that we are the best. We know we're good, and we're always striving to get better. We are a business of change, and I think, and I know I'm using the word business, and this is a school, but again, we're a school of business and technology and art and design. You can see I'm from the B&T division. The art and design division says we're a school of art and design, business, and technology. But no matter how wonderful creativity is, it has to be thought of in some ways as a business. And I think that is what is helping make or look into the next 50 years even more exciting, is that we've always been on the cusp or wave or whatever you want to call it of what's happening. We've also realized that being on that wave is wonderful, but now we have to be just a little bit ahead of the wave. We have to know from what direction that wave is coming, because we have to prepare our students for that. And I think that, again, is a strength of this school. I think we're lucky here in this school is that we have a particular kind of student. Our student isn't here because Mama says you have to go to school. Our student isn't here because all their friends came here. Our student isn't here because it's the closest place or it has this magnificent pastoral campus. Our students are here because they want to learn what we are here to teach them. And that makes it very special to be a teacher here. I'm Elaine Stone. I'm chairperson of the Faculty Association here at the Fashion Institute of Technology, and I want to welcome you on behalf of all of us here. Today is a very special day, and there's always been a very special bond between parent and child. But there's always a very special bond between teacher and student. And I went through lots and lots of quotations from Aristotle, from the Bible, but I chose two others. I chose some words from Cole Porter, who said, "You may have been a headache, but you never were a bore." Words to tell you about life. And I finally decided to quote a very fabulous character called Auntie Elaine. Yeah. Auntie Elaine said, "Life is a banquet, but most people are starving to death. And what I hope that we've been able to do for you is instill an appetite in you to get out there and really sit down and dine at the banquet of life." And we know you'll always be sitting at the head of the table. I had been going around the world for many years as a buyer and a merchandise manager. I had been going to Europe for many years and to the Far East. And when I came aboard here, they were just beginning to outreach to the rest of the world here at FIT, and I was very glad that I was here at that time and able to get started with the outreach to the countries where we've helped them start schools like our own.
New York is America's capital of fashion, and its great house of learning is the Fashion Institute of Technology.
American interns are now going over to foreign countries. More and more American students are speaking foreign languages. And in order to be a success, you have to understand the language, the cultural motives of people. And that's why I think for students today, whether they're high school students or college students or graduate students, international is a very exciting way and place to go.
Listen, I want you to know you're with somebody special. Last night I was in the dining room during the break, and I heard two kids talk to one another, and one says to the other one, "That's that teacher that always wears the hat." And the other one says, "Yeah," he said, "I always recognize her by the silver bullet." So you're with the silver bullet tonight. Not yet. What we talk about and what this evening's been about is a little bit of change and how the industry has changed and how we're here to help change it. And I wonder if you help me find out just what the change is. When I first started in Macy's, as you come in there, they put you in a lot of different places, and one of the things I did was fill in on the sales floor during all the sales. And for anybody here who remembers the old days in Macy's, there was a man by the name of Mr. Saltmere who bought the men's shirt department. And they always ran a $2.99 shirt department. That really kind of tells you how long ago it was. Anyway, we were put in charge, and they kind of explained to me that shirts were sold by size, 15 and a half and 34, and that's what people would ask for. So the door opened, and this horde of people came rushing in for the famous Macy's men's shirt sale. And a man came tearing up to me and said, "Where do I find the men's button-down Oxfords?" And I said, "On the second floor with the rest of the shoes."